Liebe Leute, hallo, herzlich willkommen zurück zu The Suicide of Rachel Foster, Folge Nummer 3. Wir haben einen mysteriösen Anruf erhalten. Rachel ist noch hier. Was auch immer das heißt.
You pissed at me?
Und jetzt er wieder. Ja, ich hatte
I
ein
don't
anderes
have
Problem.
time to rehash my past with you. I've got a different problem. Someone just called the hotel.
What? Who?
Who gets their kicks out of crank calling me?
Well, your word gets around pretty fast. What did they say?
They said, Rachel is alive. Don't sell the hotel.
Idiot.
There's something else that doesn't make sense. The phone lines are down. Leonard stopped paying the bill months ago.
I'll ask someone to run a check.
I didn't know FEMA had FBI authority.
Around these parts, time passes in a different way. Some stories seem like they've been forgotten, but actually they just sink down.
Sink down?
Like tea leaves in a cup.
I think I get it. Almost.
That girl's death. Rachel. It was the result of painful events, and now it's someone's obsession.
You talking about anyone in particular?
Well, her death ruined two families that everyone looked up to. Yours and Rachel's. Your father, McGrath, the genius astrophysicist, and Rachel's father, the upstanding Reverend Foster, known all over the county. Not something easy to forget around here.
You know what I think? They can go get fucked, every one of them. I know what we went through. No one else. Fuck them.
Starke Worte. Mal gucken, ob hier noch irgendwelche Türen offen sind. Tag 3. Hey. Das zieht jetzt, glaube ich, langsam an. Wie gesagt, ganz so lang ist das Spiel gar nicht. So irgendwas zwischen 2,5 und 3 Stunden, je nachdem, wie ich es spiele. Übrigens richtig bitter, das Spiel speichert nur immer bei diesen Tageswechseln.
Hey, cutie pie.
Dein Ernst?
Nicole, it's Irving.
Oh, sorry.
Cutie Pie? Dein fucking Ernst? Können wir mal ausrasten?
Those beans. Since I've been here, it's like I'm literally hibernating.
You had a tough day yesterday.
I think I had a dream.
About?
Ich weiß es nicht.
I don't remember.
Okay, I need you to pay attention though.
Should I worry?
The storm brought down some power lines. There are blackouts all over.
Oh, I wonder why that doesn't surprise me.
The electricity generator could go bust. I don't like the idea of you up there on your own in the dark. We need to do something.
My electrical know-how is slightly limited.
It's okay. I can guide you to the emergency generator. If we activate it, you'll be self-sufficient.
That's it?
There are two ways of getting to the circuit breaker. Straight through the garage's side door, or from the floor you're on.
But...
The garage side door is stuck. You'll have to pass through the crawl space along the entire building and climb down from your floor. If the power goes out, you'll be completely in the dark.
all right. What do I have to do?
Check the closet in your father's apartment and see if he left anything you can use for lighting.
Okay.
On my way.
Wir wissen ja jetzt schon, was passieren wird. Derweil, kurzer Blick hier in dieses Buch, wo von Rachel die Sprache ist. Schauen wir ein Gedichtband. Und unser Vater hat hier geschrieben sowas wie Can't see your smile, honey. Today I saw Rachel. There's light everywhere. Rachel doesn't want to do her speech therapy exercises. Okay. Well, I heard you, Rachel. You were right behind me. Rachel said. Rachel says she feels alone. Love you, Rachel. Das klingt alles sehr, sehr... Okay.
Any news?
I found a Polaroid.
Family photo? Anything important?
No, I mean a camera. Looks like it works.
You want to take a photo of the generator?
No, you moron. I was thinking of using the flash for lighting.
Oh, smart. You can try.
I had one just like this when I was 16. Leonard gave it to me.
Maybe it's the same one.
No way. I broke mine hiking on Hogback Mountain. I cried all day with Leonard insisting it was only an instrument used to capture images. He said, "You keep the really important ones inside."
Can't say he was wrong.
Oh, yep.
Anyway, the Polaroid's better than nothing. The light from the flash could come in handy.
So, jetzt habe ich noch nicht ganz gecheckt, wo ich runter muss. Irving hat gesagt, dass ich die Zwischendecke vom Personalbereich im ersten Stock aus betreten muss. Also in der Master Suite. Ich sehe den Personalbereich erstmal nicht. Na gut, wenn das Spiel mir das hier so aufdrängt, machen wir mal ein Foto. Okay. Also suchen wir jetzt den Personalbereich. Ich merke, dass ich viel zu viel Licht im Zimmer anhab. Warte mal, wenn da die Master Suite ist. Da geht's nur in den Overlook Room. Das ist falsch. Wo ist der Personalbereich? Suchspiel. Was ich gerade sagen wollte, was mich ein bisschen genervt hat. Ich die ersten 2 Folgen aufgenommen hatte. Er speichert nur an diesen Tagwechseln. Was ich vorher nicht wusste. Ja, die ist echt hübsch, die Badewanne. Und jetzt habe ich gerade eine neue Session angefangen und dann musste ich neu aufnehmen. Alles, beziehungsweise nicht neu aufnehmen, aber mich nochmal dahin spielen, wo wir jetzt gerade uns getrennt hatten.
Hey. Okay, almost there. I think the lights are getting worse.
You need to move fast. On the same floor of your apartment, in the staff area, there's a small storeroom. Your father asked us several times to fix the lock. Fingers crossed, it's still broken. That's where the access to the crawl space is.
The crawl space. I'd totally forgotten that.
Remember where to go?
No, but I do remember the panels were really hard to open. I wasn't allowed to go in there. What happens when I get to the closet?
You'll have to go down to the breaker box and switch it on.
All right. Doesn't sound like rocket science.
Hurry up, please.
You suck at reassuring people.
Okay, Tür zur Zwischendecke scheint recht obvious. So, und wie soll man jetzt reinkommen? Und wo soll ich jetzt hier lang? Und warum kann ich nicht die Taschenlampe nehmen? Danke.
I found the
Polaroid
crawl
im
space,
Ernste.
and also a dynamo flashlight.
Know how to use it?
I think I just have to push the lever continuously.
Is everything okay?
I don't remember the crawl space to be so narrow when the technicians went inside.
Maybe you gained weight.
It's called growing up, idiot.
Ach, Leute, ich weiß immer noch nicht, was ich von dieser Beziehung zwischen den beiden halten soll. Aber von mir aus. Oh Gott. Ich habe ja wirklich so ein bisschen Platzangst. So dunkel ist ja eigentlich gar nicht.
Shit.
What's wrong?
Your prophecy came true. The power went out. It's completely dark. Pitch black.
Okay, stay calm. Can you see the bundle of cables above your head? Anyway, there should be some cables along the...
Yeah, I know what a bundle is.
Okay, easy does it. All you need to do is follow them and you'll get to the generator room. Don't go any other way, otherwise who knows where you'll end up.
Perfect. I got the flashlight, sorta. I got my breadcrumb trail, more like my cable trail, whatever. I can do it.
All right, yep, easy.
Does it?
Ugh. Gott, ja, Leute, ich bin prädestiniert dazu, mich jetzt zu verirren. Wir folgen mal schön dem Brotkrumm. Ich wollte nicht, dass ich hier irgendwie anfange. Oh, Leute, muss das so rot sein? Anfange, hier rum zu irren. Stimmungsvoll ist halt schon, ne? Dieses einsames Hotel eingeschneit in Montana. Ohne Licht. Hat schon was, na dann. Wie, das war's noch nicht? Okay. Red Doll. Ich weiß nicht, warum ich ihn mitnehme.
What's up?
Hi. I want to ask you something.
Okay. Go ahead.
How long has the hotel been closed?
About 4 years. Yeah, from 89.
I mean, did anyone think about doing a thorough clean of the basement?
Don't know. Probably pretty rushed. Why?
I found something.
Another Polaroid?
A lipstick.
Huh.
Doesn't that seem weird?
It's a lipstick?
You don't get it. It looks really old. I remember this brand. The girls at school used it. Weird.
What?
It didn't dry out. I could even use it now. It's perfect.
I'm afraid I don't get it.
Irving, this brand doesn't exist anymore. It's been, I don't know, 9 or 10 years. Strange someone should wait 10 years to open a lipstick just to use it, don't you think?
Why are you telling me this, Nicole? You want to get pretty there with the generator?
Are you crazy?
Nicole, it's just another one of those things customers forget.
Well,
Hier?
yeah. You're probably right.
So, darf ich jetzt hier raus? Ah, auf einmal. Tag 4. Ich habe jetzt gerade extra mein Licht hier im Zimmer ausgemacht. Viel besser direkt. Viel, viel besser. Ähnliche Lichtstimmung draußen wie hier im Spiel gerade gewesen. Okay, wir haben wohl ein bisschen Hinweise zusammengebaut.
Reporting is ordered, sir.
You awake?
Sorta. You forget your coffee?
For once, I don't need it. I gotta talk to you about something.
Okay. Here I am.
You didn't tell me you knew Leonard.
I thought we'd been through that.
Let me finish. I spent the night going through his stuff, and I want to know what you think.
About what?
You obviously know more about this place than I do. About what went on here, since I left at least.
What do you mean, you went through his stuff? What are you looking for?
Someone calls me and says Rachel is alive. Then a lipstick appears out of nowhere. It feels like something weird's going on.
Rachel is dead.
That's what everyone says. But maybe the story deserves a second pass. There are too many gray areas.
Look, the storm is dying down. You'll be able to leave soon and go back to your life. And you can forget about the whole thing, like you did 10 years ago. What do you care about this old business? It's not worth losing sleep over just to play detective.
I'm not busy at the moment. I want to follow my instinct. Haven't done it in so long, and it feels like things don't add up here.
Okay, let me hear what you're thinking.
If there's one thing Leonard taught me, it's that you gotta listen to what's buzzing in your head. First, it might just be a confusing noise, but if you connect the dots, then it starts making sense. And right now, I've got a beehive in my head.
All right, let's go hunt some bees then.
Also, gucken wir uns das hier mal ganz strukturiert an. Bevor ich jetzt hier alles mit ihm diskutiere, gucken wir uns das erstmal selber an. Also, wir haben einmal, fangen wir von von oben nach rechts, in die Mitte nach links. Also, wir haben ein Suchbild. Have you seen this person? Ist sie wirklich tot? Fragt Nicole. Wir haben einen Zeitungsartikel. Gossip after 10 years. Glenda Ferguson. I saw Rachel in the Timberline Hotel. The 29 years old girl from Great Falls claims she saw Rachel Foster, her schoolmate, suicidal in 81 in a corridor at the first floor of the Timberline Hotel. But she ran away without saying nothing. Glenda revealed to the Daily Reporters and that she tried to approach her, but she went away. She also added, I don't know how it's possible, but it was definitely Rachel. This is just the last episode of the most famous love and death story in the county. Rachel committed suicide after her affair with Leonard McGrath, 30 years older than the teenager, was exposed to the public. We tried to speak with Rachel's father, Shepard Foster, but he refused. Someone says that the young girl is still alive. Creepy. Follow our monthly update to find out more about this story. Also es gibt 10 Jahre nach ihrem Tod gibt es einen Artikel, dass sie gesehen worden ist. Graphologists. Zweite. Doubts on the authenticity of the goodbye note left by the girl. The uncertainty of the handwriting and continuous change in style can be justified if a forgery or if written by a borderline personality, even if the last epithet has been immediately discarded by experts. Also es wird ein Graphologe, glaube ich im Deutschen, ne? Zweifelt an, dass der Brief auch wirklich von ihr war, der Abschiedsbrief. Das ist von 81. Aber ich meine, gut, wenn sie ihren Körper gefunden haben. 16 years old Rachel Foster has been found dead. Der Sheriff sagt, it's suicide. We have her last words. Okay, sie soll von der Klippe scheinbar gesprungen sein in den Fluss. The body of Rachel, daughter of the pastor Solomon Foster, was found yesterday late in evening at Wishet Creek near Sheep Mountain in Missoula County. The investigators confirmed that she jumped from a 19 feet ridge over the mountain lake. We found a letter with a clear intent to put an end to her life, said Sheriff McDonald. After the events at the Timberline Hotel and her vanishing, we were all worried about this tragic ending. Okay. Rachel was a kind and truly good girl, said Matthew Lawrence, assistant to Pastor Foster. She wouldn't commit a sin like suicide by herself. She must have been overwhelmed by the sense of guilt. A week ago, an affair between teenager and Leonard McGrath, the Timberline Hotel's owner, a former professor of astrophysics, was exposed with great scandal all over the county. The family is mourning and ask for respect. Okay, die Theorie könnte also sein, dass sie keinen Selbstmord begangen hat, sondern vielleicht gestoßen worden ist und der Brief dann eben nicht von ihr selber geschrieben wurde. Rachel was 9 weeks pregnant. Doc Brown confirmed to the Daily she wasn't engaged with anyone, and Pastor Foster affirmed that he did not notice any strange behaviors in Rachel. There's nothing more to say. The MD added, Rachel and Leonard McGrath. Rachel became close to Leonard during the last months as she spent several hours at the Timberline Hotel in order to correct her dyslexia. The romantic liaison between the 49-year-old professor and the teenager has been secret until McGrath's wife, Claire Wilson, exposed the scandal, eventually fleeing from the hotel with the couple's daughter Nicole a week ago. Es wurde noch geschrieben. Looks like suicide. It shocked the entire building's heart, the principal told us today. I felt like a huge weight heavy. It felt like a huge weight heavy on our souls. We're a tight-knit community, and after this tragedy hit, everyone was struck pretty hard. We just want everyone to know that you're not alone and you can always find a family at the Helena High School. Okay. Jetzt haben wir so ein ganz gutes Bild davon, was passiert ist. Sie ist also offensichtlich vom Timberline Hotel Richtung Missoula aufgebrochen. Das scheint mir jetzt dann eine Autostrecke gewesen zu sein, oder zumindest ist das die Hauptstraße. Und dann vermutlich zu Fuß Richtung Sheep Mountain, wo sie von einer Klippe gestürzt ist, hinuntergesprungen ist oder gestoßen worden ist. Und ihr Körper wurde dann später gefunden und man fand auch einen Brief mit Selbstmordabsicht. Dann haben wir das Buch, das haben wir uns ja schon mal angeguckt, den Lippenstift und den Pastor. Das ist ein Bild von ihm. Was ich jetzt noch entdeckte: Verleumdungen. This is just the beginning. Lousy pedophile, beware, shutting yourself into your gross. Then between mountains will not protect you. You will pay for what you've done. Das klingt nach Drohungen. Ich kann aber nur... Murderous, cowardly bastard, you deserve to die. Bury your craven head behind your shitty books is useless. Her innocent soul will haunt you forever. Okay, er hat dann wohl Drohungen bekommen. Okay, dann reden wir mal über Hinweise an der Wand.
So, listen to this. Graphologists doubt the authenticity of the suicide note left by the girl.
Who said that?
An investigative journalist. The article came out a year after her death.
You think it's a setup?
Perhaps.
Okay, I'll hear you out.
Gut, sie geht jetzt scheinbar nochmal durch das, was wir gerade schon selber uns angeschaut haben. Aber warum nicht?
In this article from a couple years back, there's a statement by some girl who affirms she saw Rachel in a hallway at the Timberline.
Who's this girl?
A classmate, Glenda Ferguson. I tore out the page. I think the magazine was MT Woman.
Nicole. That's a gossip magazine. They would sell their mother, even their cousins and nephews, just for a bunch of new readers.
I know, it's not a very reliable source.
Rachel fell 90 feet into a void. She can't be alive.
I thought I was the skeptical one here.
Was noch?
I found a copy of the local paper, dated December 29th, 1981, the day that the body was discovered. According to the forensics report, Rachel had been dead for days. She was 9 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, that was the official version.
Official, ja. Wir haben jetzt alles, oder? Ich glaube, wir müssen auch darüber reden. Keine Wahl.
You know, I can't stop thinking about Rachel's father.
Reverend Foster. He was a very strict man. Harsh, even for pastor standards.
He and Leonard spent hours debating the nature of reality, the universe, and God.
Well, opposites often attract.
Do you ever see him?
Rarely. He gives a service once in a while.
Back in the day, I thought he was a kind of reptilian with a human skin suit.
His daughter's death destroyed his ego. His faith made him even more cynical and lonely than he already was.
I can remember him demanding total perfection from Rachel. That was insane.
You don't think he could have harmed his daughter?
Hey, no. But even Reverend Foster is a player we shouldn't underestimate in this story. Just saying.
Right.
Wir sind voll drin, ne?
Remember the lipstick I found downstairs?
Yep, you made a big deal about it.
It doesn't smell.
Should it?
After they've been open for a while, lipsticks smell really bad.
Maybe there's been other women. I mean,
From what I gather, Leonard was a sort of recluse. And don't forget, the lipstick is really old.
could the cold have preserved it?
Possibly.
Anything else?
Ja, eine Sache hätte ich noch.
Hey, I found a book in Leonard's things. It's a collection of poetry, but it's got notes written in it.
Did your father write them? What do they say?
Dates, notes, thoughts. Listen to this. Today I saw Rachel. Or Rachel is sad. Or Rachel says she feels alone.
He kept a diary about her.
But the book was printed 8 years after Rachel's death.
Do you mean it's like he was talking with Rachel after she died?
As if he saw her.
Well, I mean, there must be an explanation.
Of course, there's an explanation for everything, and we've got to find it.
Okay, I'd say that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough for tonight. Today, or what the hell time is it?
You think there's a lot to dig up in this old story?
Maybe, maybe not. Until I know exactly what happened. Any objections?
You don't need my approval.
Good job. You're getting the hang of it.
But sometimes it's better to leave the skeletons in the closet. Once they come out, you never know what they'll have to say.
It's a risk I already considered. I can handle it.
Hard-headed like your father. Trust me, at least on this one thing. Go to bed. You need it.
Agent Crawford, this bit of advice. I'll follow it to the T.
Leute, ich bin Gesonderter. Tatsächlich, jetzt finde ich die Gespräche okay. Man muss sich nur irgendwie denken, dass sie schneller dass dieser Kontakt nicht so schnell aufgebaut worden wäre, dass sie da mehr Zeit gehabt hätten, irgendwie dieses Vertrauensverhältnis zu entwickeln. Und Tag Nummer 5 sehen wir dann in aller Frische, ausgeschlafen, in der nächsten Folge. Macht's gut, bis dahin. Ciao.